What is up, you guys? Welcome back to a quick little video. As you can tell by the title of this video is an update on Taylor Frankie Paul. Yes, Taylor Frankie Paul. It looks as if the Herman Police Department has released a statement letting everybody know what truly happened last week during the Valentine's Day event with Taylor Frankie Paul and her boyfriend, Dakota Morrison. Take a look. And the city of Herman, Utah released this statement yesterday, Friday, February 24, 2023, and it reads as follows. On Friday, February 17, 2023, at approximately 11 p.m., the Herman City Police Department responded to a reported incident of domestic violence that occurred at a West Rex Peak Way location. Responding officers conducted an investigation and determined that probable cause existed for the arrest of Taylor Frankie Paul, age 28, for the misdemeanor charges of assault, criminal mischief, and commission of domestic violence in the presence of a child. Ms. Paul was taken into custody and booked into the Salt Lake County Jail on these charges. Following her jail booking, detectives received additional video evidence related to this case and resulted in the case being referred to the Salt Lake County District Court Attorney's Office for screening of felony assault charges against Ms. Paul. The evidence also suggests that during the incident, Ms. Paul's minor child was injured by an action of Ms. Paul. Subsequently, our investigators are also screening a misdemeanor charge of reckless child abuse with the District Attorney's Office. Ms. Paul's status as a social media influence has no bearing or impact in the investigation or outcome of this case. All allegations of domestic violence are investigated thoroughly and in accordance with the state law and established criminal justice best practices to protect victims and ensure accountability. Once the screening process is complete with the DA's office, the case will proceed through the criminal justice system in either the 3rd District Court or the Herman City Justice Court. Depending on the decisions rendered during the screening process, we will not release any further information about this case to protect the integrity of the prosecution process. Ms. Paul is presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
Utah-based social media influencer Taylor Frankie Paul has been arrested. Police say it was last Friday a neighbor called about screaming coming from Paul's home in Harriman. When officers arrived, they say Paul pushed and hit her boyfriend. Police also say she was intoxicated, had hit the man multiple times, threw things at him, and also damaged his truck. Officers saying Paul's 5-year-old daughter witnessed everything. She was arrested on suspicion of assault, criminal mischief, and domestic violence in the presence of a child. Paul is well known on TikTok with more than 4 million followers. Harriman police say her status as a social media influencer has no bearing impact on the investigation or the outcome of this case.
While neither Taylor nor Dakota has said anything publicly on social media via TikTok, Instagram, or anything else, Dakota has responded to some comments saying that he did not call the police. He did speak to Daily Mail, and here's what he had to say. So according to DailyMail.com, Dakota did speak out to them, and he said that Paul had been at a Valentine's Day party, a bonding event for women held around Valentine's Day on Friday night, and he went to pick her up and drive her back to her house. He said, "I'm not even allowed to speak with her." Dakota said, "I really don't want to talk about it, but I want to clarify a few things. I didn't call 911, he added, saying he thinks a neighbor may have called. Dakota refused to say what happened after they arrived at the house. "I'm going to wait for everything to come out before I speak on it," he said. But he then let this slip out. He said she would never hurt anyone intentionally. When pressed for specifics, he said he didn't want to elaborate. Dakota, a real estate agent and tiling company boss who has his own popular TikTok account where he discusses his recovery from drug addiction and alcoholism, then added, "We didn't argue. I don't even want the truth to come out. She's so broken right now. I tried to help her," he said. "She's a good mom. She's going through a lot in her life right now. Taylor's been struggling. It's been a hard year for her. She's racked with guilt on her cheating scandal that cost her her marriage." Now, a little backstory on Taylor and Dakota. Taylor introduced Dakota on TikTok last July while still in the middle of her divorce to her ex-husband Tate. She and Tate have 2 young children, Indy, 5, and 2-year-old Ocean. Their whirlwind romance lasted 6 months before she announced they split up after the pregnancy. But they were soon back together again on January 14th. They appeared together in a short TikTok video called "Guess We Don't Know Any Better." Dakota says he thinks the arrest was a rock-bottom moment for Paul, and she'll only get stronger from it. She needs help. She hasn't had time to process the ending of her marriage. She's having a hard time forgiving herself for the swinging scandal, and then she had an ectopic pregnancy. "I love Taylor very much and want to have a future with her," he added. He confirmed they don't live together, and he rents an apartment about 20 miles away from her home. We'll just have to let it go through the system and see how it pans out. I have no idea when I'll be able to see or talk to Taylor again. It could be days, weeks, or months. I don't know, you guys. It just sounds like to me like Tay-Tay don't play, and she got a little cray-cray. I'm curious to see how this is all going to play out because it went from misdemeanor charges to possibly felony charges, and I'm sure Tate is like, yep, what? Y'all see? She's really crazy. She is truly crazy. The sweet, innocent Taylor y'all see online is not the sweet, innocent Taylor y'all that's behind closed doors. But anyways, make sure you like, follow, and share, and until next time, beautiful people, peace.